These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Let's go. I'll play her.
A reminder that you can still join us for any upcoming game, or your tickets online or at the ticket booth. Hey fans, don't miss out on upcoming home games. Watch single games as tickets.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days.
It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can't stop and pocket profit every time the pussy win. He had to get it out the mud and rise up out the sediment. Catch me early like Sunday school. Sunday school. Pastor play with the fool. Me, I just keep it cool. He tell me dirty. Ask for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus opened the laundry.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Anthony is out there with Big Dog. And it's Carter in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Middleton in at the 3. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Anthony, the pass to Big Dog. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Now Anthony, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Nice step back to get it off.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Lillard against Anthony. Trent with the wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's Big Dog. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
From deep, Trent. Carter pulls it in. It's been a quick start for Orlando. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
Count that one. And that's now 6 points for Big Dog.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Giannis. Takes it off the glass.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Big Dog. Off with the layup.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Big Dog.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Right, he's checked in for Trent. And a switcher also for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Orlando leading. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Big Dog, and the layup's good off the glass. Big Dog's got 13.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Prince is checked in. And a change for the Magic. Bitadze's checked in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Wright kicks to Prince. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Offensive rebound. Wagner outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Big Dog. He's got 18.
Yeah, Wagner has the ability to spot these openings and moves the ball whenever he can.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the miss by Giannis. Here's Big Dog. Here's Bitadze, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now here's Lopez. He's covered closely. Anthony against Lillard. 6 to shoot. to stop the run. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And what an entertaining group this team has been this season. These guys don't just win, they win big.
Yeah, their margin of victory for the season is over 12 points a game. That means some nights they're winning by 20, 30, or more. And the key is they're doing it with consistency. These guys will not take their feet off the gas. And that's part of what makes them so fun to watch.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
4 free throws good from Lillard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Big Dog. Nailed from three-point land. Big Dog's got 23 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Orlando out in front, ending the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Banchero. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Big Dog. And it's Suggs in at the point. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He scored 25 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Inside, and a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
The Bucks making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Here's Big Dog. Drills the three-pointer. Big Dog's got 31.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
To the paint, lets it fly, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Bucks. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Trent. And the layup is good. Trent's got 11 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Suggs looking around. Lets the three fly. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Trent outside. Drives to the hoop, and he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Trent outside. Plumlee sets the pick for Trent. Driving the lane. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the lob to Carter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Using his height well. Nice work by Carter Jr. right there.
Bucks trail by 18. 1:39 left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. Kicks it out to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis a screen on Carter. From deep, Trent. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Banchero a screen on Trent. Big Dog. Again, the Magic score.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Bobby Portis, and the Magic making a change here as well. Bitadze's checked in. Middleton outside from the arc, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shots good by Big Dog.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Suggs. Magic leading by 18. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Big Dog. Milwaukee with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Stolen. Goes up. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
Solid finish to the quarter, making sure that one went in.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this.
Hey, but first, let's rank the most powerful dunkers of all time.
There's only one name on that list. The late, great Darryl Dawkins, man.
Dominique?
Me, but those aren't bad guesses.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Magic.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want. You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fires from way outside. And Gary Trent Jr. gets the 3. Trent's got 19 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
BA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Middleton outside for the 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Shots good by Big Dog.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Trent setting the pick for Giannis. And it's Big Dog with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Orlando making some changes. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Vaca. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. The drive by Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Trent outside. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. And again for 3.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. There's Big Dog, defended by Trent. Shots good by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 54 points. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out, and I wasn't a good enough basketball player.
Bucks trail by 18. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Big Dog. Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Anthony, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Plumlee, the pass to Portis. 5 on the clock. Over Banchero. Portis can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the three is knocked down. Deep ball, good, and a nice shot from Big Dog.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Prince outside. Lillard surveying the D. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Orlando leading by 21. Pulls up. They get it back. Here's Big Dog for 3. It's hauled in by Trent. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's Big Dog. Rebounded by the Bucks. Prince with the ball. Now defended by Big Dog. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's DeLon Wright in for Taurean Prince. Lillard against Anthony. And that one's good, Lillard.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Here's Big Dog. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Portis finds Wright. Trent outside. Outside Portis. Three-pointer Lillard. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Magic leading by 20. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez passes to Wright. Portis a screen on Wagner. It's right on the wing. He's covered by Banchero. From deep, Trent. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Big Dog. Another one goes. Incredible.
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Wright. And the Bucks with possession here. Giannis dishes to Lopez. It's Trent on the wing. And he converts the layup. Trent's got 21 in the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Carter with a screen on Trent. Big Dog. Off target from three-point range. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Lopez. Second chance shot. And out of the Kumbo, lays it up and in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Big Dog. Again, what an avalanche.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. It's good from long range.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And these guys have played very... And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.